good neighbor rather than having a Pakistan.
Right. Thank you very much, Raj, for joining us on This is Exclusive. Let me now take you through the other big story that we're going to get to tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our continuous focus has been in Afghanistan. And that's because, as I've been saying, that there have been emerging hostilities in Afghanistan and Pakistan. In fact, there is absolutely no end to the rising hostilities between Baloch rebels and Islamabad. A short while back, we also showed you images of what is really happening in Balochistan. In fact, as they were able to take control of Kalat, in Turbat also, remember, there is latest details now coming in of the Baloch Liberation Army neutralizing at least 22 of the Pakistani soldiers. Now, this happened in Turbat. Once again, as I said, on the one hand, you have in Kalat, where you have had the Baloch freedom fighters taking control of the situation there. And on the other, you have 22 Pakistani soldiers who were killed by the Balochis. In fact, this is a video that has been released by the Baloch Liberation Army. Take a look. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me now just once again quickly take you through the full details of what has happened so far. Now, the Balochis, in fact, have released a statement saying that the Pakistani army is actually behind several of the disappearances that have essentially taken place in Balochistan. In fact, the reason why that they are at the loggerheads right now is the mysterious disappearances of various of the Baloch activists. These Baloch activists have been actually on the streets right now. And the fact that they have been protesting against the oppression on the part of the Pakistani army. And that is the reason why, as a response, you're basically looking at this particular image basically coming in from Turbat as you have the Pakistani army convoy actually moving in. There is an explosion that actually takes place right at the time when you have the movement of the Pakistani convoy. 22 Pakistani soldiers have been killed, and the Balochistan Liberation Army thereafter immediately takes responsibility of the attack that took place in Turbat. So there are about two places, Kalat and Turbat, in Balochistan itself, where there has been a massive uprising. As far as the development in Kalat goes, it's extremely significant because it basically shows the might of the Balochi freedom fighters who are giving a tough fight to the Pakistani army, sending across a message that there will be absolutely no control over this very area. Ladies and gentlemen, the other story that we are also getting to you tonight is coming in from Afghanistan. Republic, the only Indian network to have our boots on the ground in Afghanistan, getting you the current situation from the Durand line. Now, what has essentially happened is that with the Afghans sending a strong messaging to the Islamabad, stating that they are no longer willing to accept their word on this entire issue. Now, yesterday we explained how there was a consistent effort by Islamabad to banish Afghan refugees from Pakistan. We've showed you visuals